Hello, everyone. How are you? Thane, Kirby, Sophia, Mantell here till 10 o'clock. Then you've got Benny Mack. He is talking smack all the way to 10:30. And it's Talkback with Thane and Sophia for this Tuesday, 9th of November. A very good evening to you. How are you? Good?
Very well, fine. I was just, as we were coming in, I was just dealing with like a kid problem. One of them saying things to the other one's trying to get to sleep. The other one doesn't respect that it's bedtime. And she just wants to go. So
I could hit a bed right now.
Being lodged.
Yeah. At any time, you can comment on the show or you can join us on the program by just clicking the link, which is in the comments. Looks a little like this bad boy here. You just click on that link, follow the instructions, and hey, you can be part of our program. Thane,
first question.
Joe forward. Yes, I'm having this one.
I'm having a nice cup of peppermint tea here, Joe. If you want to know, let's have a look. Where is it from? It's a Healtheries right there. You know, usually I'd try and take it a step up market and go to T2, but it's COVID times. And I made Thane pick this up when he came to visit the other day, and then he dropped it all in the sink.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, let's check in with everybody's favorite fact checker right now. Let's do that.
Hey.
Benny Mack, how it goes there? How are you?
Oh, mate, I have just analysed your guys' first conversation there, and what I'm sensing is that your problem is problem children. They're getting out of control. They're talking incessantly at bedtime. You've got to just discipline them firmly, fastly, and consistently. Removal of privileges, severe reprimandation, and also fines and chore allocations if need be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You've just got to drill them like on first day of boot camp. Get up in their face and just see what they're made of. And just, they are weak individuals.
Yeah.
Maybe I need like a bell to like ring them up in the morning. But the problem is
even if you just smack them around the head with a frying pan, it's whether you need to ring a bell or when I was a child, any kitchen implement was fair game for disciplining your child, whether it was a frying pan or a wooden spoon. It all came in handy.
Did you ever get a whack around the bum?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
really?
Yeah. And I remember the day, clearly the day that all the beatings finished is when I looked at my father clear in the face while he was thrashing me, and I said, harder, harder. And that was, the beatings were over. I dominated the situation through almost like a freaky sort of power play move there.
Yeah.
Well done.
I quite like that. That. Go you.
True story.
And I've heard things like that before, you know, when the child becomes like, I'm going to give you something here, or they just beat the shit out of the parent and like, what? Or like, you know, there's just nothing they can do. They realise it's having no effect because the person's twice their size.
Children are cunning. At school is a lot like prison. They talk a lot. I've seen kids improvise weapons out of small Lego toys and things like that. Meccano's a killer. So you got to watch your back when you're dealing with little kids, especially if you own them.
Oh, they're very, very tricky, you know.
They're tricky.
Are you allowed to say that? I own these kids.
Shelf.
The top shelf. It's problematic.
I think it's problematic, but we'll just let it go and pretend everybody else is letting it go at the same time. Please.
Let it go. Yeah. But hey, what were you saying? The kids have been getting into your top shelf?
Oh no, you know. Oh god, I don't have a top shelf. They'll be getting the fucking tea bags for me. You'd be like, can you undo the dishwasher or something? And actually, to be fair, they're actually fantastic. They'll do like just the top shelf of the dishwasher and then like walk off and see if they can go have a shower. Like the dishwasher, the dishwasher's
a 30-minute shower. Yeah, I've heard that one before. I used to try it as a child. It's out of control. What you need to really teach children is a skill. I call it self-starting. I just say, are you a self-starter or are you just barely moving? Get with the play, otherwise you're going to be, as I said before, severely reprimanded, fines, and a higher allocation of chores.
I like when you came in and basically said, "You're a weak individual."
You got to test them, you know. If they bark back at you with fire, hey, power to you, kid. Here's $20. But if they're just a coward and they can't go to sleep on time, just remove all the light bulbs from the room. Look, no light bulbs for a week.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
Wow.
What size do you want your Oranga Tamariki t-shirt?
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, I mean, we're losing kids left, right, and centre here. I don't think it's a problem. But let's increase the funding. That's a joke.
Let's backpedal here and pretend this never happened.
Yeah.
Joe wants to see you with no sunglasses. Okay.
Oh, bring him back.
Bring him back. Joe wants to eat. There he is.
Yeah, I've got tiny eyes. I've actually got a seeing eye problem. I've thought of getting the dog. No, I've got an eye problem. So
you and Mantell both actually.
Can you? But we haven't seen Luke for a while because I think the eyebrows really took it over the edge for him. You know, you look like that blind opera singer.
It's a joke. My eyes are fine. From the grace of God, my eyes 20/20 vision.
Thanks.
I used to be a fighter pilot.
Wow.
Thanks. Awesome. Hey, tonight on the program, everybody, you're thinking who's going to be on? Well, we got Myken and Stewart from New Zealand Fashion Week. This thing's been around 20 years. It's had some incredible years. It's had some tough times as well, and she's going to share those stories, and also we're going to talk about the new dates for next year. So that's now. Did you hear Rhythm and Vines has been underwritten by the government? Everybody.
Really?
Yeah, up to about $5 million. I'll pay 90%.
Wow. So if it doesn't go ahead, you mean?
Yeah, they'll still make their money.
Jeez, that's pretty good.
Michelle Hall, nice eyes, Benny, and we've got a Joe Ford.
It's almost got like the eyes of like a little hamster. You know?
It's those hamster eyes. Just checking with him backstage. He doesn't even know we're talking about him. And still, he actually he handles himself like a hamster as well. I just fantastic.
What's he looking for? You know?
I don't know. I don't know what he's even looking for.
I don't know. Funny. I never know with Benny. You know.
What is your first stop in the thing tomorrow? Shopping. What are you going to do with the shopping?
Someone's in Rarotonga right now. What? Because I want to be in Rarotonga.
Al Williams, you've got to log on, mate, and we've got to come live from Rarotonga this evening. Mate.
Al, you know what happened? I said, forget presents. Everyone should forego presents this year and book a trip to Raro for January, 14th? Because I want a holiday, man. Yeah. How is it? Is it everything you've ever dreamed of, or do you feel like you're stuck on a little biscuit in the middle of the sea and you want to come home? I'd like to know. Yeah. Would you live there?
Okay. Well, special guest is here, everybody. Let's go there right now. Myken and Stewart, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi, guys. Am I the special guest?
Yeah,
you are.
Guest. Welcome, special guest.
How are you?
It's good. It's quite dark in my place. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. It looks nice and relaxing. Cozy spot.
Very cozy. Just got home after a little barbecue with under 10 friends.
Oh.
I like the numbers in there being dropped. It's great.
Yeah.
But as of tomorrow, 25, it's all good from different households and all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring it on.
Absolutely. I'm thinking about doing an outdoor exercise class for the first time ever. Just for shits and giggles, and also because I went to the beach today and got a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of that here. Waiheke is good beach.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm so. Is Waiheke? Because are you living on Waiheke, or are you just often there?
No, this is my 19th year living on Waiheke.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's been definitely my COVID home, and my escape is coming into town.
Wow.
You got your first case over there, haven't you?
Yeah, apparently we have. I think there was a case a few weeks ago that came.
Right. Okay.
I'm sure there's a.
Thane, do you mind turning the backing?
Yeah, I got rid of it. Got rid of it, guys.
Cool, thank you.
Backing was just- Sorry, I get carried away.
It's cool. There's like a new jazzy song in the background every evening, and the other day we had some cool hallucinogenic colors going around as well. We're trying things out. We're just giving it a wee go and seeing what fits. So let's talk Fashion Week. So for people who don't understand what Fashion Week is, you see a lot of Fashion Week on TV and you think, okay, what is this? It's models, it's people enjoying champagne, it's people on the front row. That's a cool thing to do. You want to be at the front, you get a goodie bag. But what's it all for? You know what I mean? Like, what is this industry thing and how does it work and how does it benefit the industry for New Zealand?
So in essence, it's a platform for New Zealand designers to show on collectively across 1 week, where buyers and media come to New Zealand, and it's not all accessible digitally anyway, but it's bringing everyone together so they can show together. And then there's a fashion weekend, which is in season for the public, which is 10 years old or 15 years old and born out of the main part, which is the trade event. So that's it in a nutshell. And it just means designers aren't going off by themselves one by one to different countries trying to bring it together. It's all here, and it's just a real celebration of the industry, not just the fashion part, the hair, the makeup, the stylists, the fashion PRs and all that stuff. A lot of the stuff that didn't even exist 20 years ago when it started. So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and it's been amazing. I remember many of those years.
That's the part that I don't do, don't you? That's the other side of the business. But that's the part my mother she started that part. She at the whole event, and she is Fashion Week, and the whole designer trust and that whole story comes from her. But I'm the sponsorship, the event, the fashion, and the DJs, the money. The biz side, yeah.
Well, she does a very good job.
Yes, Dame Pierre, got it.
There's been many a Fashion Week we've enjoyed, that's for sure.
Yes. Well, Thane's been there from the beginning, to be fair. I'm sure he was very prominent in the George days, and they were one of my first sponsors, to be fair. Bringing it was great.
Wow.
That's right. It was amazing. It still is. So how do you think, so COVID's changed everything up, it's changed the date. What else will it change next year? What's your worst case scenario? What's your best case scenario?
Well, I think at 100 people, if we can't get past doing something like that, then there's no point having a gig. At the end of the day, whatever anyone says about a fashion week, whether it's cool or not cool, or it's the happening thing now, whatever, the designers still love putting on those shows, and those shows bring so much of their vision and their story and their music and all their team together. And even though it's exhausting and full on, it definitely brings a lot into their whole who they are, and entertainment, looking after their customers, and all that stuff, and their buyers and whatever. So I think forever there will be that element, that's never going to change.
Yeah.
And so how are you doing the media and buyers from overseas? You're doing all that digitally if you do go ahead with the 100?
Well, I don't put it this way. If we can't show at 100, I don't think there will be a show. But if we're not doing gigs by next February, we're screwed. Like everyone's screwed. The whole industry, like all the New Year's Eve parties, everyone is like, no one can hang on, put it together, and then for it not to happen. And that's why there's all this chat around event insurance and all that kind of stuff. So, but so far as international media and buyers, it's way more easier to access them. But that's really about the designers and how they do that. So we provide a way to have really good ways to get in contact and make that story happen. It's not up to us to sell their stuff, and most of them have those really good contacts already. So that's never going to change. It's more about what's happening here, and everyone really wants to have the gig after not having it since 2019. Yeah.
Have you had a lot of sponsorships hold on? Even if you're moving into Feb? Has it been quite good?
Everyone.
Great.
Everyone's held on.
Wow. That's unbelievably good.
Yeah, there's a few things that are a little bit different, but in essence, it's all pretty much the same. So I'm really like, I love my sponsors. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
fantastic.
I think they love me too. So
Yeah, well, you've obviously
had
built
my
great
contract.
relationships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've had 20 great years at developing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's very good. A big part of it for me was, having all the media there and also international media. You were one of the first people having influencers when they were just kind of like people who had actually blogged and podcast. So it'll be a shame if we can't get those guys back in the country.
Well, you know what's quite interesting? A lot of the cool Aussie ones that have come over in the last few years, like Chloe Hill and Crystal Boyd Priest, they're actually in New Zealand now because they've had to come back because of COVID. So that, there's quite a few that were New Zealanders or Aussies or stuff that have been overseas and come back as influencers now who can still be there. And also, yeah, it is a shame not to be able to bring people into the country.
Yeah.
But
totally.
it's also not the be all and the end all. In the days that we did have some of those amazing people like Brian Boy, I mean, I didn't even know who those people were, and then but I mean, Pamela Anderson wasn't an influencer, but like things like that,
Yeah, I remember that year actually.
That was just to do with having,
great.
lots of flights, and there being the GFC, and none of the buyers could come because all their shops were closing. So everything's to do with time and place, and this time is really be about the New Zealand designers celebrating 20 years and how we can now reach everyone in a different way, and that's okay as well. So I think that's, there's more space in the front row for the New Zealand people to scrap for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're taking it back to the Auckland Town Hall, eh?
Yes, well, like finding a venue in Auckland is not so easy, Now that it's been taken by the America's Cup, that was our only real choice, and trying to get into Spark was cool because there's always so much going on there. So we had to go back there, but it was just finding enough time to be able to take the town hall and the ATS Square. Yeah, there's going to be stuff on in both places, and the AT is ready for the public, and like this huge story going on. So yes, back there, which is good because that's where we'd plan to go, and hopefully a lot of the shows and everything can just slide over, and it might be the production they were going to do for their August show, but it's going to be a different collection most probably because it's a different time of the year. It'll be spring, summer they're going. So we'll see. It just depends who's coming back and who might not be able to come back for certain reasons or whatever. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks when we know exactly what's happening. So yeah, lucky.
What's the landscape of the designers like out there? Is everybody kind of upbeat through this terrible time, or they're holding on, or everybody's good?
From what I can tell, it depends on how well you got your online sorted. Things like accessories sell, I think, probably better than clothing sometimes. So look, it depends, but I think it could have been worse than it has been for designers. But definitely online. I'm not, as you know, I try not to get too involved with that side of the business.
Yeah.
But my mum, Dame Pieta, she is very involved and she's talking to them a lot. So it sounds like most of them are coming back. So that's good as well.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How many designers do you usually have in there?
Well, there's usually about sort of 40-ish shows.
Yeah.
And around sort of 80 designers across the week, and that's the week and the weekend.
Wow.
So yeah.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare. I'm just sitting here going, how on earth would you make that all work with everybody's requests and needs and things? It sounds intense.
Well, everyone wants to have the best show.
Yeah.
And
what year was it that everyone was fighting to do like the best show outside of the tents? Do you remember what year was that? There was like this big kerfuffle. Everyone was doing it off site or something. And
look, I try not to get too involved to be really fair on that side of the situation.
Yeah.
Because I've got like 60 sponsors, and then we've got the whole fashion weekend, and then we've got like 25 DJs, and and so like. And when everyone talks about their big show, and we've got 40 of them in 1 week, it's like, you know, and it's all under one roof. So it's just keeping your shit together, really, and trying to keep cool, which is, you know, not always.
But you're right. Sorry, you're right, Sophia. Though it was the battle of the after party. Remember that, the off-site show and the battle of the after party.
It must have been like, I don't know, 2006 or 7 or something. I'm showing my age, but you know, back then I think like Huffer was relatively new and Stolen was sort of just coming in, and everyone was kind of being quite cool.
Oh, it's going to be later than that, because Huffer came in first and then Stolen came in the year after. And it was probably a bit later than that, you know, because I went and asked Huffer to get involved because they weren't involved, and it was like a, you know, where there was no sort of really, it wasn't a very streety vibe going on. But I can't remember this vibe because, to be fair, so much shit has gone down.
Yeah.
With so many designers and media. I mean, when you're talking about this, I'm just thinking about Bridget Saunders and all that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, it's all flashing and past my eyes and my head, you know.
Do you remember all of that? Now that you say it, it's like a whole nother, it's so funny, eh?
There's definitely stuff I've had to block out so I can...
I'm sure. Oh, me too. Probably not necessarily with this, but in the same era, there are...
Yeah. And then also the passes, your phone and email blowing up. We need a pass over here. Someone needs to get to this door. Media.
Oh, yeah.
We got, Benny Mack. He's our fact checker. Benny, welcome back to the show. What do you got for us, pal?
I've been checking the facts out. I'd just like to let you know that tonight I'm wearing my Trelise Cooper writing gloves, and I'm also wearing my Halewood jock strap. So that's all very lovely. But apart from that, Pamela Anderson was there, and I was there. I remember it vividly back in 2008. And it was that. It was around that time that it was all the offsites going berserko. I was actually doing a bit of work there at Fashion Show myself. I was in a little room live switching the cameras there, and I'd got to do all the live shows, and I was wearing these Trelise Cooper gloves, and they even do them Trelise Cooper gloves for kids.
Were you working with Oceania?
No, I was working with Brendan early on.
Dixon?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And Fergie back in the day.
Oh
quite
my
a while ago.
Yeah,
good times, very interesting times. And one year we even had a freaking launch parked out front, so that was all very fun.
That was a cool year.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yes, that was one of the years I blocked out, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
The launch. Man.
Yeah, God, it must be. And I can, I can totally understand why you'd be like, look, I don't touch that side of the business. Don't even talk to me about that, because it must be, you must have dealt with some shit, like just people, personalities. We're talking fashion. We're talking people's livelihoods, their collections. Everybody has got, they want to be the best, like you say. It must have been some seriously stressful times, or at least some interesting conversations there.
There's so many layers to it. There's designers that won't even let certain media backstage. So every show got their own backstage media list, and the door is guarded like a
Oh wow.
full on, and then if something does happen backstage and we've let it happen, it's our fault. It's Fashion Week's fault. So we have a lot of layers of the story to take care of, and I think that's the main thing that's really part of it now. And I think that's where the designers are at now, is that everyone understands how it works.
Yep.
And if they knew, they've got a whole lot of people around them that understand how it works, and the story is happening. But I think a lot of the shit that's gone down over the years has been just not knowing how to roll it, and not being on the same page, and expectations exceeding the reality. And it's often very easy to pick a hole in something when you've put so much energy into it and it might not be quite right, that piece of confetti fell in the wrong place, you know. Or, do you know what I mean? Almost like that, you know. So
but you were very fast. Were very fast, Mike, and at sorting it out. Though I remember, if you were doing the wrong thing, it didn't really last to past like 20 minutes before we'd find out that we were completely wrong and something needed to change. And And I remember when someone would go, "Oh, you got to go and ask Mike," and then it's like, "Oh, fuck, here we go."
Everyone goes, never mind, I'm fine.
I'll work it out myself. And you kind of knew what you were up to at the time, whether to approach and ask you questions or not, was like one of those things. But
Just
man, you were busy.
What's she doing?
Walkie-talkies.
It's not so intense now, I'm sure. Well, look, I haven't really done one. The last one I did properly was quite a while ago because I only went back in 2019 after having 3 years out. But I went to Burning Man in 2019, so I didn't actually do the gig. So probably don't remember how absolutely intense it is. But it's just there's so many questions. It's ridiculous, you know. So and it's just good to have a good crew around you who just, you know, it's what are you saying? Should you go and ask Myken? Well, is it absolutely necessary? Because happening. It's okay. It's good. Let's see. I'm excited to see how this next one's going to be because it's my last one as well. So
is it?
Yeah.
Why? Can I ask?
Because we've sold it.
Okay.
Okay.
Are the details public?
Yeah, they are public. There's a guy called Faraz who's owns Whitecliff School of Fashion. With a group, and he that's what I know really about him. And but you know, it's my mum started it 20-something years ago, and it's 20 years old. This is my 19th Fashion Week. I'm 51. She's 70-something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's time.
Give us a break.
I left. We sold it once before. I left. It didn't work. I had to come back. And, you know, and I really love my mum as my mum, and I'm sure she loves me as a daughter. But working together, like we are, you know, we run two different sides of like almost two different businesses, and they come together to make this amazing thing. But it's, you know, like it's her sort of designers and my sponsors, and I think it's I really love the part that I do with sponsorship, and I'm keen to do that across other mediums, especially music. But you know, I've done my service to the fashion industry.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that's kind of where I'm at as well. You know, so I think it's strong enough now, and to move on, and for the next people to take it to the next level, bring it on.
Absolutely.
I wonder who all the next media people are, and all the, you know, the kind of the next agency people and the next generation of them all. Hopefully they cover it well.
When you realize that you're like that, it has moved. Do you know what I mean? And it takes a while to turn around and go, oh, okay. It's kind of I'm here, or you know, time has passed and there's new everything. Yeah,
but I hope there is someone that's in touch with a whole lot of communities like you, Myken, because you'd have people from all kinds of walks of life show up to that gig. The next DJ that no one heard of, then 2 months later, everybody heard of. You know, they rose through the ranks and what have you, and just the new people that would kind of siphon through, and you know, find all these guys.
It attracts that kind of story, but also like. We don't pay for much, as you know. Like there's a lot of sponsorship, and hey, come and do something with us, it'll be good for you. And generally, over the years, it's true. It's become a brand that people get publicity from, and if they want to work it while they're there, especially now with social media, people can do pretty well out of leveraging themselves out of Fashion Week. So, and I just think that there's all the cool people on the way, the Anyas and the George FMs and the good connections that have brought that in as well. You know, it's always been a collaboration, you know. So I think the event attracts people who are keen to see if they can get a break, and people are quite open about asking. So yeah, I'm into that.
Fantastic. Okay. So what's the best date for next year? What do you reckon? I think you were going February or something, were you?
So we've got a date. Unfortunately, it's on the same week as Shipwrecked, which I'm probably not now. But hey, I can handle it. It's on the 6th, which is Waitangi Day, to the 12th or 13th of February.
Excellent.
So we'll see how many shows we get back, and because there's already a couple of things that aren't happening. They're not designers; they were sponsor things, so that it might change up the schedule a little bit. So we'll see in the next 2 weeks. We'll have a schedule back, and we'll have our tickets back on iTicket, and we will have promotion happening again. And
what a relief, eh?
Blah blah blah, and rack it back up, because then you'll have the Christmas sort of 3 weeks off, and then coming back in mid-January to do a gig at the beginning of February. So that's going to be the only one next year. There's not going to be one in August. So bring it on. And it's loads of public stuff that's happening on the ATS Square. Big screen with all the shows in real time, DJs, band, yoga, movies, like a proper schedule where public who aren't going to Fashion Week, and those who are going to Fashion Week as well, obviously, can go and hang out. We've never got to do it before, and it was going to be in August, and the weather's always horrible. So this should be quite cool. Bring the kids.
Very cool.
Hang out, because it can be a bit intense inside unless you've got your ticket kind of vibe. You know how it rolls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Excellent. Okay, we'll definitely see you there. Coming down. It'll be great.
Well, hopefully I'll talk to you before then. Hey, I'm pleased you made that finally happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
If you sleep at the by now in this COVID holiday,
I'm in my pajamas, so we'll have to.
I put some fucking makeup on for you guys.
We appreciate it. Looking great. Fantastic. Hey, we did it at the end. Thank you very much, Myken, and really appreciate your time.
See you later.
Catch you later.
See
ya.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. She is a real talented lady and very well connected, I'll tell you that.
She really is. And, I love the fact that she and her mum have taken something without a blueprint of how to do it, bring it to New Zealand, and just make it this incredible, impactful business that's lasted 2 decades and is going to continue. But she sells a sponsorship, man. She sells Sizzle.
Most definitely.
And I should have actually asked her about that, because that's pretty impressive. They get a lot of people on there.
The job done.
Correct.
And a job well done as well. And it'll be quite good because we can bring the old team back together. There's a lot of people involved in that. So it'll be good to see some of the old faces. Let's bring back Benny Mack, of course. He's been observing from afar. What was his take on our interview with Myken and Stewart? Let's find out.
Extraordinary stuff. I'm really psyched about Fashion Week. I'm actually thinking of launching my own line. I'm going to be bringing workwear, streetwear, PPE. I'm going to do a crossover range. It's going to be all the rage, whether you're working in a hospital, frontline, working in schools, aged care facilities. Perfect. It's going to incorporate overalls, masks, and gloves, and also it's just going to be all
wheelchairs,
the rage, mate.
Jock straps.
Wheelchairs. It's going to have designer jock straps, fashionable ones too, with embroidery and the proper cradle and everything. It's a huge line. I'm going to do it on site, off site. It's going to be offline, online. There's going to be a pre-party, a post-party. We're going to party throughout. I'm going to be feeding up all the models on champagne, cigarettes, and caviar, and all the sponsors too. So it's going to be a real banger.
Fantastic, mate. Oh, I can't wait to see you there. And of course, you'll have a media pass so we can hang out in the media room.
And I'm thinking I might get like a real sort of, I don't know, I really need that banger, that club hit of the year. I might get Adele to write something for me.
Good idea.
She's
doing well.
Yeah.
She's doing really well.
She's quite popular, Adele. So, she loved the work.
I think she needs it. And, I think she's right within my price range. And I think it's going to give her that sort of exposure that she needs. But no, in all honesty, it's going to be a great show. A lot of talented people there. And it's a great opportunity to bring, I guess, the world of fashion and media and entertainment as one, and just have a good time and
You had
wear
me
something.
at supported jock straps. I think you were talking about that. That's fantastic.
Very supporting.
Yeah, thank you very much,
supporting.
mate. I really appreciate it. You getting ready for Talkback? You're going to be logged up there, and there they are. There they are.
Yeah, so these are the gloves. These are the Trellis Cooper gloves. They go for about 1,800 a glove.
Mm.
You can go for the 1 or go for the 2. I went for the 2. There's no discounts on 2. It's a very exclusive item.
Wow.
They've got people camping out the front of the shop to get a hold of these. You want to be really careful when you put them on because they've got a tight wrist strap. No. Yeah, I've just kind of broken the wrist strap there. So that's probably worth about $1 now.
Fantastic.
But that one's still 1,800.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Some great stuff there. Observations and comments from our fact checker, Benny Mack.
Damn it. Fucking
well, there you have it. We've got a few minutes to go. Sorry?
It looked a bit hectic with the old glove.
Well, he tends to wind himself up. I mean, he is a fashionista, and so
very distressed by the end of that.
Yeah, he is backstage just working on putting it on or taking it off. I'm not sure. Stretching.
It really
I feel like we're fucking come back and it's going to be on his head or something.
Yeah, look at that. We'll just leave that there. Well, have you got a Fashion Week memory that you'd like to share with us?
I remember a lot of why we're water. You know, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking it. I was drinking alcohol. But every bloody gift bag that you got, why we're water, wasn't it?
That's right.
They must have had a huge sponsorship from them. But backstage, why we're.
Yeah.
I did.
You get a Sante bar. I think there's a chocolate bar.
Oh, yeah. Whitaker's. Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
Always a couple of samples and whatnot.
But they were exciting to get, you know. And I remember at George, we would have like reviews of them every night. So after all the shows,
I actually was the George FM live reporter.
Oh, that's right.
Fashion Week. I was the official reporter for George. And I think I reported on some of those goodie bags. My first show at Fashion Week, I think it was Anna Stretton. And it's so freaky. Like walking out there and there's just all these people sitting there. And it's like there's music, but you can't really hear it. And you're just sort of looking around at people looking at you. So you try and look forward. But you're really aware there are people just looking at you. They're probably not looking at you. They're probably looking at the clothes, but it feels like they're just looking at you. It's a very weird experience.
I remember Norrie used to be the real belle of the ball. Everyone needed Norrie's attention.
Oh, of course.
Didn't they, Norrie?
And, you know, it was always like a thing if Norrie came like to you and knew your name.
Yeah.
You knew you'd made it if Norrie knew your name, who you were, because otherwise he'd go, "What's your name, darling?"
That's right.
And he'd write down your name for the picture he just took. But he was really bloody good. It wasn't very many times that I've ever seen anyone's name wrong in the Herald on Sunday or whatever it was that he was putting the photos up for. Yeah, he always got the name right.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed. He'd always get my name right.
Well, he knew you. Eventually, he knew me too, which was quite nice, and I felt very cool. And then, you know, you sort of grow up, and then you're just like, oh, yeah, it's Norrie. But at the time, it was very cool. But I think he's actually left the Herald, eh? Have you seen that?
I haven't
Started
seen
releasing
that.
all of his,
pictures.
Put up a celebratory post on Facebook or something, and he was pretty happy to be out of there, and he's been putting up a whole bunch of photos from many years ago.
Yeah. Benny Mack with the expensive glove. Your thoughts?
Sophia Mantell, you are right. With Norrie Montgomery, shortest professional photographer in the world. legend has it, the reason why his fashion photography looks so good is because of the angle. Most fashion photographers are right up here taking a photo of the woman. Nori is down by their waistline. He's the shortest fashion photographer in the world. And he's down here. He's looking up at them. He's getting the titty and the box shot at the same time. He's getting that killer angle, and that's why he's number one in fashion photography and glamour pics.
And boy, he's rocked that haircut for a very long time.
Well, he's an original Monkeys member. A lot of people forget that. So he's always got that on the CV.
What was the doll that went up against Barbie that didn't quite work? Was it like Sandy or something like that? Or
I believe it was
June, something.
Yeah,
he had that kind of doll's hair, didn't he? Hell of a nice guy, though.
Page boy kind of.
Early Beatles.
Early Beatles. It's funny you describe him as doll-like because I do actually recall picking him up, scooping him up, and throwing him around a little bit as if he was a miniature-sized person.
That's right. I heard you saved his life once.
I did. He was actually choking on a mung bean because I'm joking. No, he was fine. But I mean, Nori Montgomery. I mean, he saved my life. You know, he gave
He's
me
a
courage
sweetheart.
when I felt like I had no courage. You know.
I mean, I honestly wonder how much absolute rubbish he's dealt with over the years. I think he quite enjoyed some of the light flirtation that went on, around the pics. But I mean, he's married with kids, and they lived quite a way out of Auckland, to my memory. It must have been bloody annoying. You can't be pissed walking around taking photos. He must, he was keeping it together, and he'd also taking photos and dealing with all of these annoying people.
What I liked about him is he could do society and soft porn at the same time. I mean, it's like some of the bikini stuff. I mean, yes, they were tasteful, but they were still G-strings. But I mean, you're in a small country and you're a professional photographer, so I mean, you got to make things.
It's hard to do a G-string tastefully.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got to be adaptable to the situation, to the clientele, of course. He would often just turn up to a place, get the photos for 20 minutes, and then he'd be out the door off to the next.
Absolutely.
Very sought after man.
Have his little notebook and his pencil.
Very
strange. And he would be
eh?
wearing about 4 or 5 cameras, I recall, at the same time. 2 or 3, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Hey, this is really interesting conversation, isn't it? So, what else is happening? Sophia, do you think he takes a photo of his cake, then blows it out? God, I hope so. You mean his birthday?
Absolutely.
I hope he gets someone to take a photo of him blowing out the cake.
He might even set up a camera on a tripod and have one of those little triggers.
A little handheld dongle.
That's an $1,800 glove.
Not anymore, it ain't.
I've got insurance. I'm good.
Public liability. Oh, Tuba Hoffman wants to be spanked. So that's a good one. Hey. Compile 12.
Did you share this with a weird page, Benny?
No.
Oh, these guys.
These are some of the people that look. The internet's a strange place. Sometimes the only way to get audience is to have the fucking weird dude. But sometimes they're cool.
Okay, cool.
It's the internet.
It is the internet. That's true.
It's the internet.
So, we've got another report of someone saying that they could be dying of COVID and no one would even know. Not the first report of this feeling. Shall we digress?
Yes. What are you talking about, first off?
So a couple of days ago, there was a family. I think they've got 3 or 4 young kids at home, and both the parents had tested positive for COVID, and they were at home isolating. And they said they got a call every couple of days to just, what's your temperature? blah, 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 blah. No questions about how they felt, no questions about how they were coping. Obviously, the children aren't sick. They are running around doing their thing. They can't go out of the house. They can't do anything. The parents are both sick and not coping, but no questions asked. They're not offering any assistance, nothing. And then they just said, yeah, you know, one of us could have been dead and they wouldn't have known for days. No one's checking up on us. Nothing's going on. And then they have to wait 14 days after the last person is recovered. So those kids are staying inside for like a month inside. Maybe your backyard if you've got one.
Yeah, tough.
Anyway, so what are you doing at the same time as doing this show, Thane? Because I can see you're up to something. I can see your little smirk. What are you looking at over there?
Ricky's he's playing some chainsaw videos in the background, and the noise frightened me. And then I looked at him and I went, ha, 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 yeah, right. And then so that was just my intention.
Cut it out. So now we've got another headline here. I could be dying and no one realizes. COVID positive Aucklander isolating in a caravan feels scared for her health. I hope it's not our friend in the caravan.
Might be.
Well, it's pretty tricky because we're sort of in a situation where they're letting COVID positive patients self-isolate.
Yes.
The problem being, of course, that when one is self-isolating,
Yes.
I mean, only naturally there's no one that's able to attend to them firsthand. They sort of have to get everything secondhand, either freaking passed to them through a hole in the wall or something.
What are you talking about?
Very
I
upsetting.
zoned out.
I mean, when one sick person is self-isolating, they can't be given any care because there's this sort of isolation that's occurring. But
That's
it is very sad, and
it's in the name, isn't it?
Yeah, and there are people now that won't be getting really much medical care or attention, other than, okay, you've got a positive test, go home and don't bloody get around
Don't go
anyone.
out. Yeah.
I mean,
hey, there's another story that's just popped up. Dog's breakfast. I don't know what that relates to. Vulnerable people with COVID left isolating in cars, garages, and garden sheds.
Good.
Jesus, what is this all about?
Realist.
Well,
Perfect.
This is the trouble.
Get it done.
I mean, we're living in a situation where the housing market's already stretched. You've already got people living in cars and in sheds. But now,
So you're saying people that already live in sheds or cars are suffering from COVID?
Well, no, I mean it was that bad already before we had a pandemic. We already had people living in cars and sheds, but now we're in a situation and garages. Now we're in a situation where if you've got if you tested positive and you have to self-isolate, you have to be in a separate bubble than the rest of your family. You can't. You have to have separate air conditioning, separate air ventilation. Okay,
What?
so what you have to do is you have to get a portacom, or you have to get a caravan, or go live in the fucking shed, because you're now some sick subhuman person that needs to just be put away by themselves and pretty much defend for themselves. What should be happening?
Awful, isn't it?
It's fucking terrible. What should be happening is these people are the ones that should be getting the support. They should be getting the money. They should be getting there should be a care and a health food pack that should be sent out.
Yep.
There should be all these things that what they call it in America. They call it like a Z pack. It's all
absolutely.
you need all this beneficial antibodies, antibodies,
And the worst thing about being sick is being sick, feeling alone, and then having someone like your mum or your partner come in and just come on and go, do you need anything? And you're like, yeah, I need a hot water bottle and like this Vicks vapor rub. And they just like, let me get that for you. And you just think, thank fuck for you. God, that feels good. Someone's going to help me out. I'm not alone in this. It's just, it's not cool to leave people out there suffering by themselves. Not when you're also dealing with mental health is not great at this stage either. So it's not cool. Did you also see those tennis balls that have been thrown over into Parliament?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Everyone on the chat, I don't even want to say it, but if you want to figure out what's going on there, I think you could probably Google it. Tennis balls being thrown into
Is that
Parliament.
sort of like a
Very horrible things written on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about
What sort of
Jacinda
things?
Ardern.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Horrible
pretty
things.
deathy. Pretty deathy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
Well, no, they were writing just slogans, and the protesters from Wellington, the freedom marches. They were
It said
throwing,
hang Ardern. That's pretty deathy.
yeah, I mean, hangman maybe, I don't know, but anyway, they were throwing those balls at media, and then as soon as they threw them at the media, they wanted them back, so they didn't run out of tennis balls. I thought that was funny. What else we got here? A lot of people out of Auckland for Christmas, yes, or what the fuck? Someone's from Texas. Hello, Texas. We've been to Texas.
They want to call this person
I have
from
a lot of
Texas wants
family
to
in
call
Texas.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Texas, come in, Texas. Let's do it.
I'll
I just
drop
want
the
to
invite link.
about Ben for a second. He said currently in the red zone, Auckland, heading home Friday, not Auckland. Oh, where are you going?
Oh, good.
Where are you going, Ben?
All right, I'm just so tired. I'm going to go now. Oh, guys, what's this last message here?
I need some feedback.
Mm-hmm. Love the glasses.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Because these are blue light blockers, guys.
Right. Yeah.
So basically, I work from
And for Microsoft, work for Microsoft
from the crack of dawn,
right,
to about midnight every night on my computer, and then like on my phone, and then I do the show as well. And I've just been getting very sore eyeballs and headaches, and I just wanted to know if they look all right.
Kiwi Bear says, adore the glasses.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Tubin Tussin says, I don't care.
Well, what an awful thing to say, but I'll take that.
David,
I wear glasses because I get headaches from the light.
Oh, look,
So
he was talking about something else. He's saying lovely. I'm going to take that as a yes for the glasses. Here's them off. I'm a little tired, but it's au naturel. Here's my glasses. Oh, how rejuvenating. I'm not sure what that was.
I like the glasses. I think they're really hot.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it that move? That was
Where's the Texas guy? Why haven't they joined the program yet?
I've got to try and get the link to them. I believe that they're watching from D Live.
Right, D Live.
Yeah.
You can come on, but you're only allowed to say polite stuff. So if you want to come on, you can come on, but you can't be silly. You can be silly, actually. You just can't be mean. I live in Papamoa here for work, heading to Queenstown. Oh, I love the glasses. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
What are you going to do in Queenstown there, Benny? What are you going to do? What?
Lucky. He can go to the bars, can't he? He can enjoy life outside of Auckland, which is just going to be amazing.
And it's funny, like, I forget that not everybody is in Auckland.
Yeah.
You look on Instagram, you're like, what are these people doing? Oh,
I went to Texas with Ben Littler. It was a fun little time.
Yeah, you did. You did. We had a lot of magnets, so we collect magnets from places that we travel to, and I actually just looked at those the other day and thought, nope, they are too messy. But I kept them. I just didn't put them up. But I just love them. They're cute, aren't they? Remind you of those holidays you've spent tens of thousands of dollars on, and you've got 13,000 photos on your iPhone that you never look at ever again.
Sure, people live in garages and dog boxes recovering without their children and friends. You know that from COVID. So here's you banking on about overseas travel. Nice one.
And a solid collection of travel magnets.
Well, Benny boy, I'm going to leave it over to you to talk to all these Americans. I'm going to actually watch and comment like you did last night. I appreciate your comments coming through. That was quite nice.
Oh, that's so
It's
nice.
nice when you
cool,
watch, isn't it, and support the team. I like that.
Yeah, I did
Hey,
that.
that was a great broadcast last night. I don't think I
Yeah.
could have added a lot to it. I feel as if it was good to see you having a in-depth, long-form interview without any interruptions whatsoever on a topic that you were interested in.
Mm.
I saw something in you last night, Thane Kirby, that I haven't seen in you in a long time. And you know what that was, my friend? And I think you know intrinsically what it was.
Tell the people.
You've got a gold rush, gold fever, lust for
Oh, yeah.
shiny gold jewels, treasures, and adventure.
Magpie.
Yeah.
Magpie.
Absolutely correct.
Do you know what I said? Do you
You
know
want-
what I
I
said
think-
to him for the last 2 years? Okay. What do you want for Christmas?
Let him go.
What
Let
do
him
you
go.
want
Do you
for
want to go, Thane? And you can watch us talking about you.
He
No,
goes,
I'll just see it
I want
in the corner.
a gold detector, a metal detector. What the fuck? Like a
Yeah.
kid's one? No, I want a
Get the
real
man.
one. Why? So I can
'Cause-
find gold. Has anyone used one of these and
Women-
actually dug up some gold? It's like, where do
Imagine
you
if
have
he
the
found
time
enough
to go and-
gold. Imagine if he found enough gold to make you like jewels, to create jewelry items.
You know, I think it would be so time consuming that money to buy said jewels could have been made through other avenues. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? Anyway, I mean, hey, look, Thane, if you want one, then that is what ye shall have.
You know what I see in Thane's future? Gold. Bullions
Definitely.
and bullions of gold.
Bullions.
Gold
Bullions.
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 Okay, my friend.
Don't say it like that.
So
That's freaky.
good things
I
are
love
happening
it.
for you in bullions of ways.
DJ Bullions.
I'm surprised there is no DJ Bullion. Kiwi Bess says, Sophia, get your photos on USB stick or M card and play screenshots on your TV. Very therapeutic. That's actually a really cute idea. I should actually have them made into a book. Has anyone used those apps that go, oh, don't sit around deleting your photos. Get this magical photo deleter and it'll delete all of the photos that are exactly the same. And I think to myself, but they're never exactly the same. And how do you know which ones I don't want? Has anyone used this before? Have you had a good result? Have you heard of
Nah,
it?
dang, I haven't.
I'd never trust an algorithm to edit my precious memories,
That's right.
which is
I want
effectively what you're
10
proposing.
of those photos of, my ankle that my toddler has taken. That's special to me.
You could sell that.
Hey, may I just mention this chap in the chat is having
Thank you, Kiwi
issues.
Bear.
Make sure you got the Chromium browser. It's on the periodic table. Chrome,
Yes,
the
that's
Chrome
true.
browser.
Kiwi Bear
everyone.
saying, let's buy an old gold mine.
Let's do it. Let's go and get a permit or whatever it's called, something or other, and let's go and do it, man. I'm
Yes,
there.
we pay $250
Let's
and work
all
during the day in the
chip
mine.
in.
Old friend Selena, how are you? Come on in. Deirdre wants
Testing,
a
testing, 1,
glasses
2,
back.
3.
Stefan, come on. Play along.
Hang on,
Be cool.
we'll give Selena a little time to do her technical
Okay.
technical test.
You've got 1 more minute with us, and then we're going to hand over the reins, and you're just going to whip this baby, and you're going to get straight into the chat.
We are going to turn this show into an absolute, I don't know, moonstorm. It's going to be out of control. We're going to be talking space.
The control of this guy on his swivel chair. Do that again, Thane. Autonomous. It's almost like a robot. Wow.
Wow, it's almost like a 3D character animation, almost like a Grand Theft Auto character or something.
Yeah. Do some moves, Thane. Hold on a minute.
I've just dressed as a Caucasian white woman. How's this? Hey, how are you?
Benyo,
Hey, can you hear me?
show intern.
got
Yeah,
ya.
we got the show intern on, guys.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Cool.
I'm sorry I'm late for work. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
It's
I want to know
okay.
what's in that fridge over there. I'm a bit snacky.
Oh yeah, that's
what have you
fucking
got?
10 years old. No, it's probably like
Oh.
15 years old. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not going to disclose where I am, but yeah.
Okay.
Great show. Great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. The
Gonna leave
messages
you
coming
guys
in
to
from
it.
the show are pretty good. Thane and Sophia, be proud. Very mixed podcasts past few weeks. Refreshing. Kiwi pride.
Oh, thanks. That's so kind. It's so nice to hear. And we're going to leave you in the talented hands of these two. And
Yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow. Thane, what have we got on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Bomber Bradbury. Plus, we've got a guy that has got a theory on MH370. This is another one of my weird things. He's coming in from Adelaide, Australia, and he is trying to give us new coordinates and a new kind of understanding of where the plane could have broken up over the Indian Ocean. So right after Bomber, it's late night, and then we're talking smack with Benny Mack, which is coming up in just a couple of seconds, everybody. Remember, you can make a donation to help support our show by going to talkback.co.nz. That website again there, Barry, talkback.co.nz.
You can also link there to go to past episodes on YouTube and whatnot. And have a little fiddle around, sign up to a newsletter we don't send out often enough, but I'll get to it.
Yeah,
so,
fabulous.
There's lots of things you can do on that website, mainly scrolling.
Most definitely. Now, if you'd like to win some pies, here's how. Talking Back with Benny Smack is next, everybody.
What?
Anything? Nothing. Talk Back with Thane and Sophia wants to put you in the draw for a box of Lover Pie pies. Here's the incentive. We want to grow this beautiful community. All you got to do is share the show. Share the show on Facebook. One share is one entry into a delicious box of Lover Pie pies that will draw this Friday.
Boom! Boom, we are live. We are live here on Talking Smack with Benny Mack as your host and your brother, Benny Mack. What is good, Chad? If you want to get on, we are taking live callers now. And we have got this maniac. We have got an absolute degenerate maniac in one of our paired channels. That person will need to be severely reprimanded and brutally punished as soon as possible. Yeah. You're watching Talking Smack with Benny Mack. You know what it is. Give that TV a thump if it's playing up. All right, the chat is absolutely on fire tonight. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Kiwi Bear Muzza, and of course, shout out to Kompala 12. Shout out to you. What a good night for a live stream. Man, oh man, I am freaking hyped. We are live on so many platforms, more platforms, in fact, than you could shake a stick at. We've got 3 watching on my YouTube channel over on YouTube, and I suggest that y'all go over there right now and give me a damned follow. If you haven't already, give me a freaking follow, because that's what I'm trying to achieve. And as I look here into the system settings, because I have got a console in front of me. Yeah, you're watching this show here. It's called Talking Smack with Benny Mack. But yeah, we've got viewers on YouTube, D Live, Facebook, Talkback with Thane and Sophia page, the official Facebook page. You can go there. You can watch us. You can watch us everywhere on the world wide web. Anywhere on the free internet, we're broadcasting live. And remember, don't go anywhere, because we are live right now. The website, once again. And in the chat, we have got a studio link. What does that do? What's it for? What does it all freaking mean? What does it all mean? I'm going to explain very soon. I'm going to explain it to you very soon. Just send it there. So yeah, click on that. Click on the link. That's how you do it. What that's going to do is going to take you through a web page. Ooh, a web page. Yes, correct. A freaking web page. We've got Sophia Spain. Who's that? Well, she's a freaking intern. She works here. She empties the trash, cleans the dishes, and takes out the garbage. She's a real winner. She is actually running the show. And we're going to bring her on right now. Selena Spain, do you read me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
End. One moment. Selena Spain, do you read me over and out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, so I can read you loud and clear. So what's happening at your end? Have you got a good connection?
Yes, I do. Upstairs. I was going to relocate down to the downstairs room, but I don't think the internet's very good down there. So
No problem whatsoever. It seems fine here in the kitchen. Everybody loves doing getting online in the kitchen. Maybe watching a little video while you're cooking up a storm. Maybe finding some researching some food ideas with the ingredients that you've got at your disposal.
yeah, I just had some dry toast, and I had some fruit and nut Whitakers.
Oh, well done. Fruit and nut Whitakers. Yeah, great product. Now, how much did you pay for that?
$2.
How much? How was it? Oh,
$2.
great price. Good price point. And you got that from supermarket?
Well, because I was on my way, I'm out west at the moment, so I stopped at a West Liquor.
Ooh, West Liquor. Okay, great. We're going to check in with you again real soon. We'll be right back. Thank you very much, Selena Spain. Okay, so West Liquor delivering the goods, able to pick up all kinds of, you might need a little snack, and they've got the chocolates. Oh, nothing better than spending your money on overpriced chocolates at the damn liquor store. That's for damn sure. And of course, pick up a bottle of grog while you're there. It would be mad if you didn't just up here. We'll change the logo. There we go. We've changed the logo. We've got the correct branding. We're just trying to update the freaking branding. Okay. I'm just checking the system here. I've got some sort of tone in my ear. It scared me. I didn't know what the tone was. Irregardless, this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers, call now. This is your chance to be a guest on the live show. If you don't, let me just put it this way. If you don't call the damn number, I'll shut the freaking stream off. And don't try and test me, because I've done it before. I've turned off the damned router. Yeah, trust me, I will throw a fucking machete through the LAN cable because we're not getting, of course. Oh, whoa! New subscriber, you are a legend. I'm going to subscribe to you. Thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube. I'm gonna make a banner on YouTube. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. YouTube.com/Benny Mack. That should do the trick. I should turn this show, this platform, I should turn this damned platform into like an infomercial. I'm going to turn it into a damned infomercial if you don't watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Turning back to the chat now. Do y'all believe in COVID? Y'all believe COVID's real? Well, that is a brilliant question. I'm impartial, but I've got someone who knows the answer. Selenia Spain, are you available to answer a breaking news question? This is a, well, you know what this is? This is a spicy topic.
Spicy topic.
All right, Selena Spain, what are your thoughts? COVID, do y'all believe that's real?
Yes, it's real. Oh, it's a pretty tricky question because there's so many groups and subgroups. It's just kind of like a record label, you know. There's the big king at the top, and then you've got all these sub-genres and little groups that are like reinventing this. It's reinventing the sickness because of their own interpretation of everyone's trying to interpret what it really is.
Well said. Thank you so much for that incredible insight. And thank you so much, Jonathan Kompala, for asking the question. And what is the number? We don't have a number, but we've got a link. We've got a link, my guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a hold of the link for you, okay? Y'all's are tripping because I can't get the link out there snappy enough for you. Feel like in. Okay, so we're it looks like we've got some people. We got a Twitch viewer. We have got a Twitch viewer, and we're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook. We're across the damned internet. It's an incredible thing, and Jonathan Kompala, man, oh man. Jonathan Kampala is having a big issue with joining. Dang it! You're gonna have to get something sorted out because this isn't. If it ain't working for you, it sure as hell ain't working for me. Alright? It sure as hell ain't working for me. Man, oh man, oh man! What a show! What a show it's been. That Thane Kirby sure knows how to put on an entertaining broadcast. That's for damn sure. He's an entertainer through and through, and wow. So, Selenia, are you on the line? Do you copy?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Where are you now? You look like you're in the video
The
game
dungeon.
arcade. Are you in the
Yeah, well,
arcade?
what you see in the background, that's going to go on Trade Me. That thing there. It's very in need of some TLC.
Oh well, that's incredible. If anyone in chat wants to buy a very sort of retrospective design, there, it's a gaming console.
It's got
It's
an
an old
old
school.
PC. Yeah,
Oh, superb! There's a
but
TV
rusty.
in there. Yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
is what it is. I suggest someone
pretty sure.
jumps on there straight away, snap it up. Don't let that thing sit online for long because you're gonna be disappointed. It's going to be an absolute letdown if you can't snap it up.
Yeah. So I'll be photographing it and listing it tonight or tomorrow.
And what sort of price point are we going to be placing on that item?
Probably dollar reserve.
Oh, okay,
Because,
so that's a high price point item. You know that's going to skyrocket.
But because it's kind of collectible, because I've seen them refurbished and really done up very nicely. It needs work because it's got a bit damp underneath. But anyway,
is that your belonging or is that someone that you know of's belongings? What's the situation here?
It's belongs to someone I know, but I'm sick of having stuff. Yeah, so there's so much stuff in my life, and I'm just trying to clear it out. And I've got some pretty major changes going on, so this show has been like so healing and uplifting, and it's really helping me with my processing of all these changes. So yeah.
Oh, exciting times! Like this show, it runs the full gambit of the entertainment stratosphere, stratoverse. Let's just go with stratosphere because what I'm saying is, it is enlightening, it is uplifting, it is challenging, it is thought provoking.
Yeah.
It creates an inward insight and an outward retrospective insight. Looks like we've got Jono Kompala 12 calling us. Hey, thanks for calling through. If you can just do the
Looking for the
peace sign there. Oh no, Jono Kompala has we've had a disconnect. Unfortunately, we had Kompala backstage. It seems as if hang on, Kompala's coming through again. What's good, Kompala? Peace, buddy. If you see me, you come with peace. I do believe.
Guys, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Jonathan Kampala?
What's up, brother, sister? Damn.
Hey.
Couldn't get through. I just figured it out.
Oh, you did well. You're doing a great job, actually. Thanks for tuning in. We've had a big show tonight. But yeah, I've just started. You're watching Talking Smack with Benny Mack. And it's just a chilled out environment, man. What's your opinion? Do you want to have your say?
No, y'all are great. I found your channel through D Live. I was just passing through. Y'all seem like great people.
Man.
That's what it's all about. We're literally miles and miles away from each other, but we're the same. You know what I mean? So
same on the inside.
Yeah, I heard y'all's channel. I wasn't, I kept typing in the chat. I'm like, hey, let me come on. And I didn't know how to. And this is the first time I've ever done it. And man, y'all are great people. I'm here in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, blessing.
Way away from y'all. And we are the same. Every individual owns themselves. We all have free will choice. Alls I ever want to do is help people in this world.
I love that sentiment. Now, Jono, this is Selena. She's our intern. I'm training her up. What I want to do is I want to drop her into a one-on-one interview. You guys break it down, the script. I want to hear this. This is going to be intense.
I was just gonna switch over to the laptop, but if this line's okay, is this okay?
I'm good.
I'm just sitting on the floor, so I might just move back because I've got like excess furniture. I just might move back to the couch here. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. All good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we've got a technical anomaly. We have typical way. As soon as you ask the intern to do a little heavy lifting, I think she's gonna cross over to her laptop. I'm just giving her some shtick. Dallas, Texas, man, oh man.
Yeah, the spiritual side of everything and all this and that. What's gone down the past year or two with you and your family?
About that.
Okay.
Back. So sorry about that. Apologies.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Oh, what's that? And apologies.
No.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
No, there was a question I asked. It was a talk call. We were just waiting for you to get the
Apologies. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
No, there was a question I asked. It was a talk call. We were just waiting.
Hey, Selena, you're gonna have to mute your Facebook or your thing because we're getting an echo.
Done. Sorry, I'm just using a few devices. So good.
This is the first time I've ever actually been able to use this. I actually went in and then went out. This is the first time I've ever even done this, so this is cool. Isn't it wild that we can all talk to each other and be one with each other and speak to each other?
For sure. I'm just trying to remember the main cities in Texas. You're in Texas, right? So, because there's NASA there, Houston.
There is a Houston part of NASA, yeah.
Yeah.
Go
I've
ahead.
been to Houston. Yeah.
If you look into the only people that have been into space is only 25 to 30 people. If you really look into space, you'll realize that it's a fairy tale. And I know that everyone everyone will look at me like I'm a creep, but all I do is I literally grow food. That's all I do. I have kids, and they will never go to a public indoctrination system. They will never go to school because every day they learn. They learn what the world is every day. You may call me a flat earther, but I'm not a flat earther. I'm what the world really is. There is no space. It's a fairy tale. And if you look deep into NASA, you will realize that it's owned by Disney. It's owned by all these corporations that own us already.
Hold on. Yeah. It's mind-blowing. It's a very profitable enterprise, the space selling anyway, isn't it?
For sure.
Selling drink, yeah.
Make us seem like we're crazy. Yeah, I wish y'all would, if I would look into Hex and Pulse Chain. And I know people cryptocurrency, it's the mark of the beast and all this. Well, our money, paper dollar bills, fake fiat, and every system is already digital. So if someone goes and works a slave job, which they do, I did it, they always get paid in digital fake paper dollar bills. They'll get it just sent to their bank account. They don't get the fake paper dollar bills in their hand. They get it sent to them through their fucking bank account. And so that's already the digital currency. And so people go, "Oh, crypto, it's fake and it's a digital currency." Oh, I'm like, well, you pay your bills every day with the fake paper dollar bills. I hate money. I grew up every day going to work every day. I got up every day. I went to work every day.
What was your family's attitude towards like making a living, motivating you to get a job, or just money in general? Like, it's sort of a sensitive topic for a lot of people, right?
Yeah, hardworking. Yeah. Everyone needs to be hardworking and think for themselves. Always earn for yourself and help each other around you. That's kind of what I've always felt through the spirit of living in my life. And so you think it's this system of like, so when you're born, they give you a number. They give you a number. They're like, who is they? Oh, you want to call it a they? Well, yeah. When you're born, they give you a fucking number. And they give you a birth certificate. And so, I mean, what is there they? Yeah, it's Maritime Admiralty. We're put under their system. We work for them.
Who's them exactly?
Them and they?
Yeah. The government?
Yeah. Well, the government, but who is the government? Like the people behind them are. So you think a president is actually a president?
It seems a little bit staged sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're all just propped up there to just give out what all it really is order followers. People get an order and they follow it.
I'm on now. Hello.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
We got Recap Dave here, guys, joining us. Recap Dave. We got Jonathan here, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Hey, Dave, can you just check that your device isn't echoing on your Facebook replay?
I'll just tell him to turn it down. He's got his phone on. So, can you turn your phone down, Jill? The sound off. It's echoing. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, bloody marvelous, mate. Bloody marvelous. You well?
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll take my glasses off to look better. Yeah. How are you, Benny Mack?
We say a Boca Chica or Boca Chica?
I don't know. I wrote a text to Thane. You can see it on the comments. Look at the comments.
All right.
Yeah. It's a long text.
Oh, yeah.
With Thane's comment. A comment Thane made.
You are great. I mean, the main guy who is off the screen right now, I've just randomly stumbled upon your channel, and you seem like great people, and all I want to do is talk to great people. And that's where I'm at right now. And
yes, it's a very good show. Thane runs a very sorry, Cleopatra. I mean, Lady of Spain or whatever, Lady Lady Salon. No, but it's a good show. Thane runs a good channel, and he does good interviews. I commented about his interview with Kelly Tartan's daughter yesterday. I saw. And I said his whole show was really spectacular, went really well. His interview was done really well. He asked really good questions, and she gave really good, amazing answers. The lady.
What was it called again?
It was last night's Thane and Sophie. Google search Thane and Sophie Talkback, and it's on last night, on Monday night.
Cool, thank you.
And it was an interview with Kelly Tartan. He was a famous sea explorer, and he he was a diver and everything, and he set up. There's a underwater world called Kelly Tartans. It's got new owners now. They're owned by the same people that own. They're owned by the same people that own. What's it called? The wax museum in America. What's it called? Pardon?
Dame Tussauds.
Yeah, Dame Tussauds. I couldn't think of it. So my memory, as you get older, your memory fades.
No, I've never heard of that.
Completely.
I've never heard of it. I'm gonna look it up. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you, Mrs. Lady of Spain?
I'm good, thank you for asking, Dave.
I can't think of your first name because my memory's failed me again. As well, again. It happens all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm terrible with names. I only just remember Thane's name. Actually, I remember his because I worked with him on radio and
Which
George
station
FM.
did you work on with him?
Pardon?
Which station did you work on with Thane?
It was George FM, but it was only like for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes for once a day. And I was only turning up like once or twice a week, and then they basically kicked me off because I wasn't turning up enough, you know.
Wow, because let me just rewind a little bit. 2005, I think, I met Thane, and the current admin lady at the time, Takoha, she asked me if I wanted to do a few hours a week, kind of like in a non-official internship type thing. So yeah, I did that a few hours a week at George, and they gave me a few jobs to do, and in charge of like the prize cupboard and just greeting people. I was hyped. It was intense. It was just meeting all these musicians and DJs, and it was okay, we need you to do this. You're now the DJ liaison or whatever. So yeah, it was good times. So
this was when I was on. It was 2014, 15 and stuff. Around 2014 and 15.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
Probably the end of 2014, beginning of 2015 or something. So it was, it was good. And so it was a lot later. I didn't even know he was on as early as 2005. Are you sure that's the right year? Or?
Yeah, this, you know when Thane had those big black glasses? Like, everyone, all the cool people in Auckland had these. Like,
I think we still had them even then, but I never encountered him until about when I met him at Starbucks, Starbucks Ponsonby Road, and I said to him, I actually said, this is the line I used. I said, "Have I met you before?" That's a good one. No, I just said, "You look familiar." I thought I'd met him before. I might have. I couldn't remember. I might have met him some other time, but
he knows so many people. He always comes out with these pearls of wisdom, I would call it. Like,
where are y'all from?
I was born on the North Shore, and then my dad's from Sydney, and my mum's born in Wellington and grew up in Point Chevalier. When she was 3 months old, they went to Point Chevalier, and she grew up there, Harbour View Road, Point Chevalier, in the 1940s. So she was born. My mother was born in 1939, the end of just before the war started in October 1939. And she's now 82.
Dave, have you always lived in Auckland?
I have always lived in Auckland. I've been to Australia 4 times for Christmases, and one time at about October. The first time when I was 12, the second time when I was 23 or 24, and the next time when I was 24, and the next time when I was 29. And the next time when I was 30. I haven't been back to Australia since I was 30. The only other times I've gone overseas is I went to Samoa when I was 22 in 1988, and then when I was 40 in 2007.
You've got a good
19 years
memory.
later. Yeah.
You say you don't have a good memory. I think
No,
that's
well,
that's
that's long.
Thane, you're from Australia too?
Jonathan.
My dad was born in Sydney, but he was an electrical engineer. Came to New Zealand before I was born. 3 years. He came to New Zealand in 1962 with Mum. She was over there as a legal clerk, and she did when she was 21. She met him just after she had just turned 21. And they dated for a year, and she came back with him on the Oriana ship, a P&O liner, and they went on a 3-day cruise together. But they couldn't share the same cabin because they weren't married. They said, "You're not married. You can't share the same cabin. You have to have separate cabins."
Right. Yeah. Right.
In those days, they wouldn't let you unmarried couples sleep together. Yeah.
Isn't it weird they would try to tell them what to do when they're not harming anybody? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I think they were just being protective because they weren't married, and they were engaged. They were engaged though. They were engaged, but they weren't married. So that Mum and Dad had already engaged Mum, and they married like 2 months later, in 1962, February 1962. And that the rest was history. So
that's beautiful.
I was born in 1966, 55 years ago. They would be married. They were married for 29 years, but Dad separated Mum just before it was 30. They were engaged for 30 years. He had engaged for 30 years, but he separated her because they had separate interests. She didn't like his music. She doesn't like his jazz. It's too loud. And I didn't like his jazz either when I was young. I thought it was too noisy and loud. I ended up liking it, but I mean, if you are in a bad mood and you listen to some sort of noisy music, it can make you more upset, and you have to be in the right mood. There's relaxing jazz and there's hyped up loud jazz, and I had very good hearing when I was young, and I couldn't stand noise. So that's the thing. I think Mum doesn't like noise, and she likes mute. She likes not nice music. She likes rock and roll, but she doesn't like jazz. So that's good. And Dad doesn't really like rock and roll. He calls rock and roll noise. So they have different tastes, of music. Yeah.
So they don't like modern music.
No, they like some. They like some things. They do like modern music, but they like all the tradition. They like things like Mum likes Johnny Mathis, and so does Dad. They like some of the same music. Cleo Lane, Cilla Black, Shirley Bassey, Helen Reddy. Mum used to play that. She loved that one. Woman. How does it go? I am woman. Let my brother
I am
understand.
too loud to ignore. That one.
Pardon?
That one?
I'm offline. Can you hear me?
Static. Distortion.
Yeah. No,
that's great.
A good song. Yeah, that was a good song. And how about this one? No, I've got a blank. Sorry. No, just a sec.
I just want to give my.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. I was letting someone else talk. I heard something.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I love you guys. I love the dude who has this channel. I love all y'all.
I'll sing a song. This is a song I do know. Both Mum and Dad didn't like Elvis Presley. We never had any Elvis Presley tapes or records. And when he died, I became a fan of his because every record shop in Auckland had his record or cassette in it. And I sort of love Elvis, but Mum and Dad never liked. Dad called him Elvis the Pelvis. I think Dad was a bit jealous of Elvis because he was so famous. And I think it made Dad
look into it. Elvis was a pedophile.
Pardon?
Elvis was a pedophile.
He had a listen to this. He had a young his wife Priscilla was only 14 when he met her, I think. But she was. But listen to this one. Listen to this. Listen to this. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight?
I love the music.
Sorry, we drifted apart. There's no memory stray to that bright sunless day when you kissed me and called me sweetheart. Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? You know, someone once said, the world's a stage and each shall play a part. Act one is where we met. You read your lines so cleverly. You never missed the cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange, and why I never knew. Honey, you lied to me when you said you loved me. But I'd rather gone, hearing the lies and going on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And honey, if you don't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain. Then they can bring the curtain down. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back?
He's good. There you go. I told you he was good.
Are you listen to now? Are you lonesome tonight, Betty? Are you lonesome tonight after that?
Oh, mate.
Are you lonesome
I'm
tonight?
listening. Oh, mate.
I think
I've never
Elvis is
felt
with us as
lonelier.
well now. Elvis has left the stage. Elvis has left the building. Elvis has
Hey,
left the stage.
You never told us you could sing.
But I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry?
You never told us you were a singer.
That's the only real one I know of Elvis's, actually. It's the only one I know all the words for.
Jonathan, your thoughts. Jonathan, how did you feel about Recap Dave and his oral sort of non-stop?
He's my brother. He's my brother. I love him. I love listening to every aspect in the world. Like, I like listening to every perspective in life. So I love him. He seems like a good guy to me.
He's an incredible dude, and he's a long time listener, and he's actually a professional radio caller.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for like 20 years. He can,
wow.
Like, the thing is, he would call the radio.
Like it. I actually go back 35 years on Talkback now. I first when I was about 17 or 18, so I probably first talked on Talkback in 1983, I think. So that's going back. I might have first rung up in 1980.
38 years.
So that's 40 years ago. Yeah. But I was very young then. I was about 14 when I first rung up. But I probably made more sense than I do now.
I love you, and I love anybody that speaks out and talks to each other. I don't really care. Like, as long as you have a good heart and a good soul, that's all I care about. I'm listening to you, and you're a great dude. Like,
well, I work. Listen to this. What is your name? I can't read because I need my glasses.
My name is Jonathan. My last name's Kampong.
I can't even read that with glasses. I think.
I'm gonna get off here because it's really late. Yeah, sure.
Life is actually a work in progress. Every day is a new day. You add to the last day, and you can change things. You can alter things. Sometimes things can alter completely, but it's just building on the experiences and adding to the clutter or the confusion, but just trying to make things better when they go wrong. Just sorting things out. altering things here and there, and making. And if something's badly wrong, you just make it a lot better. You know, that's all you do.
You're my brother. You're literally speaking what I say every day in life. I love it. Like, isn't it weird?
Yeah.
It's literally like all's each individual has. Every individual, all they have is their time and their attention. All you have is your time and your attention. Your time and what you give to this place, your attention to this place. And that is all it is. And it's so beautiful that I'm literally going to help the reason I was put here is to help every individual. The only reason I called in is because the guy that's behind the phone call tonight, I found his channel, and y'all are amazing. I literally was dropped into y'all's world tonight. And now y'all get to know there's another person across the place in Dallas, Texas, that is the same as y'all.
Are you ringing from America?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas. And
amazing! I didn't know that. I thought it was New Zealand. I thought you were in New Zealand.
I'm in Dallas,
American in New Zealand.
And
well, look,
what I'm trying to get at real quick, and I'm not like going to keep on going on because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't agree with what I agree with right now, what I'm about to say. And this whole COVID shit is all opposition. It is not about what we believe in. I grow food. I touch each other. We love each other. We hug each other. Like we are the real people in the world.
Yeah.
Like we are not them. We are the truth. We love everything about. I own myself. You own yourself.
Well, I appreciate you calling up our station. This is very good. Call again every time when you've got no one to talk to. Tune into Thane and Sophia. Look up Talkback with Thane and Sophia. It's on Google. It's on Facebook. Talkback with Thane and Sophia, and always go onto the link, the Streamline link, and then you go onto Google Chrome. Then you go onto Google Chrome to get it. You just click on that. We really appreciate your input. It's really good because you're a really good man, and you talk from the heart. You talk from experience. You talk from the soul. You've got a good mind. You keep building on that, and you keep building people up, and you make me feel better. A lot of people have made me feel worse, and I've almost given up. But you have helped me to build on, because there's not really a lot going on. Sometimes with me, there's not much happening. There's a whole lot of confusion, and people mess me up even more. But you're helping me to stay on track. That's good. And you help people, and you're a real people person, and you build on people's positives and good points, and that's good. Just stay focused on building on people's positive points and make them better people, not worse people, better people. When you're doing that really well. Yeah.
Jonathan, can you please? How do we find you? Can we find you? Can we email you? Stay in touch with you?
Yes, you can. You can email me for sure. My main email that will always be open to anybody is Jonathan JONATHAN dot.
Yeah.
It's Jonathan Kampala COMPALA at protonmail.com. And I will literally always answer anything there. Like I don't think y'all realize, like I hate to say this, and I'm really not trying to be anyway, but I'm retiring next year because of cryptocurrency. Like I am retiring. I am going to give so much to so many people. You don't understand. I'm literally going to give fake paper dollar bills and fake money to everyone and help everyone in the world. I am literally from the spirit of the world. Like I love.
I wouldn't give all your money away. Don't give all your money away.
This sounds weird. I know this sounds weird and it sounds too true or whatever, but like we all own ourselves. Like I know law. I know actual law, natural law. And I know that they took over law and that we're going to take over law back because it's a free man on the land. Like, we are all one. We will all help each other. And I swear, I know you don't think that I'm like being look into Hex and Pulse Chain. Do you know what Ethereum and Bitcoin is? Like, I'm not like trying to like get off in the I know like people think it's the mark of the beast and all this and that, but like, so y'all all pay y'all's bills with paper dollar bills. Like, y'all all pay y'all's bills with the money system that is going on right now, right?
Yeah, it's just the way the world is moving, though. It's just sort of the way it's the way that the world is moving. It sort of can't be stopped. It's just sort of one of those things that just.
It's but listen, it's blockchain technology.
Yeah.
Blockchain technology is it's inevitable, and so like it may like think evil. It may seem evil to y'all, but it literally is. Whenever y'all contract send things to each other, it's going to be in a ledger, a blockchain ledger. And each thing is built on top of it. So like Hex is built on top of Ethereum. But right now, Pulse is a fork of Ethereum. If y'all get into Pulse when it's launched, you will literally like be I fucking hate money, guys. I hate it. Like, if you do these things and listen to me for a second, but I'm just like, I just want y'all to know where I'm coming from. Like, I realize that money is nothing. Like, money, fuck money. All I care about is humans and helping each other. So if you really realize that, like, Pulse Chain is a fork of Ethereum, and Ethereum, if y'all knew what Ethereum was at right now, and that Pulse is going to be Ethereum, but this is what I'm getting at, is like the gains that I get after Hex and Pulse, after I'm a millionaire, I'm going to help people. I'm not going to like, I don't know.
Can we open the links now, Mug?
Okay, well, that is very, very, very. That is a very philanthropic gesture from you, Jonathan Kampala. We appreciate you. I understand it's getting late where you are, and that you need to get some sleep. But we do have your information.
I don't need to get any sleep. I just wish that y'all like. And do y'all know that the Earth is flat? Y'all know that we don't live on a planet.
Hold my hand.
We have
who here knows that? Who here knows that?
I have heard that.
You've heard it, but how can you prove a ball? Prove the ball. Prove it.
I haven't proven it.
I'm not trying to be anyway. I'm just trying to give truth to everyone in the world.
I appreciate you, Selena Spain. What are your thoughts on the flat Earth theory?
Not a theory. How does?
It's a privilege
you can talk online.
I don't want to say David.
What's 8 times 7?
A slight audio. We're having slight.
So how does water curve over a ball, or does water always find its level? Does water always find its level?
Well,
pull up your water bottle right now and tell me it doesn't find its level.
Turn
it every which way.
Naturally level. It will if
water always
is contained within a vessel.
So over miles and miles. So how does so keep laughing. Go ahead. No, ask me something. No, look, it's open discussion. I'm about to be a millionaire, and she's laughing at me. She's laughing at me for about to be a millionaire, and I hate money. This is so funny. This is so great. I love this.
Who we got on the line
and I will always.
That's
hey, listen,
and I will always. Julian's mother's place.
No, listen. I will always be around. You will never go. Oh look, Kampala. oh, look, he wasn't around again. He will never show his face again. No, I will always show my face. I'm about to be a millionaire and help everyone. And she's laughing at me for saying the earth is flat. That's so funny to me. So,
oh, she's entitled to her own beliefs there, of course.
Yeah, for sure. I'm entitled to my own
This is a
beliefs.
great platform.
I'm so glad y'all. Yeah, sorry. I'm
This
talking
is an
over
open
you.
platform. Who is that? Is that your mother?
That's Julian's mum. It's Margaret and Julian's
brilliant. Oh, brilliant. What's her name?
I asked her if she wanted to talk, because she doesn't want to talk, but because she's a bit shy tonight.
Okay, no problem
No,
whatsoever.
she's not.
Just,
I'm an idiot. I'm an
just
idiot.
give her
I
a
would
well wishes
She's
from
always
me.
awesome. Y'all are awesome.
She was actually a school teacher when she was younger. She taught primary school English.
Right.
And I think, did you do intermediate or just primary? Primary school English.
I saw the same stars tonight that I see every October and November. I saw them tonight. I will see them next year again. I will see them next year again.
Did you see Alpha Centauri marker star tonight by the moon there?
No, I didn't.
Very bright.
I might go out again. I haven't even looked at the stars tonight. I was out at dark, but I didn't even.
I look at the stars every night. I look at the moon every night. Do you know what
it's very thin. Right now, the moon is pretty much like quite thin.
Yeah.
I forget where Alpha Centauri. Benny Max, where exactly is Alpha Centauri again? How do you find it? Where is it? Where the plot is, or what is it?
If you're looking up and you're seeing the moon, to the bottom left, just to the bottom left of the moon there's a bright star. It kind of looks someone's shot out a hole in the wall or something. Stars. Apparently, they're not stars. They're actually holes.
Alpha Centauri A and B is the nearest star to our solar system. It's 4 light years away. If we travelled at the speed of light, it would take us 4 years to go there, and it's impossible for humans to travel that fast with technology we've got at the moment.
You think you can see a star 4 light years away? You think you can see a star 4 light years away from your naked eye? That's what you think.
I believe it's actually an interdimensional hole. I think it's a tear in space-time.
Can I just say, in New Zealand, we have a lot less light pollution.
Y'all think y'all can see a star from 4 light years away? This is amazing.
Go to Alpha Centauri, we have to travel in 4 years. We have to travel at 100.
I can see a light
6,000 miles. It's impossible to travel at that speed. 186,000 miles is the speed of light.
That's funny, Selena, that we can see a star 4 light years away.
Well, the human eye is incredible.
No, the human eye can only see so far. No, it isn't. It's not Superman. The human eye can only see so far. So that's why you think you see. That's why you think you see a boat going over the horizon, because you can't see the boat going over the horizon. The boat going over the horizon is only as far as you can see it. Whenever you zoom in with the camera, you can pull it back up because the camera goes further than your eyes.
That's quite deep.
Now, what are we?
It's not really that deep. It's actually simple. It's actually common sense.
So what are we seeing? What are we seeing?
Well, I'm not a scientist anymore, so I can't understand that. Sorry, I'm not scientific.
No, science.
I have to go and take the
Science is like
it's
doing
physics. That's physics. That's physics. Physics is science.
Science is doing experiments for yourself and finding out for yourself. It's not listening to somebody else.
I wasn't very good at physics. I was terrible at physics.
I'm not very good at physics either, but I try for myself and I look at it for myself with my own camera and my own knowledge. Like,
why?
That's what science is.
Why
Say that again so I can understand. Jonathan,
Why
can you
are
say it
why
one more
y'all
time
like
for
complicating?
everyone and me
Why
to
y'all
understand?
complicating something?
I'll try to
Okay,
understand.
guys,
Just say it
one
one
at a
more
time.
time. Say it one more time. Until
I'm
we
not
run out of
complicating anything.
time.
I'm trying to get y'all to look at something. That's it.
What? You're complicating something that's absolutely stunning, beautiful in the sky, free to look at.
Yeah.
Complicating, you think, oh well, fuck, we can't see it because it's 4 light years away, so we're not going to enjoy it. Well, come on.
No. Get your camera. Please listen to me. Get your camera and do it for yourself. When you look at wandering stars, which are planets, quotation marks, are definite. The definition of planets are wandering stars. Get your own camera and look up at it and zoom into it and tell me what you think.
Do you have a telescope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you show us the telescope?
I can't right this second, but yes, I will always stay in contact with you guys.
Okay. Hey.
Always email me. I promise. Please look into Hex and Pulse Chain. This is gonna like save y'all's lives. Like I am open to everything in life. Y'all think I'm like, oh, I'm a crazy flat earther. No, I am open to everything in life. This is what I can't stand is like people that don't open their mind.
So
anyway, I think we've been talking long enough, Max. I think we've been talking long enough.
Move on.
What was it? Move on? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll leave.
I think it's just
Jonathan, ring up another night. You're interested?
Maybe when we're
okay. Look up tonight. Okay, so y'all think
we'll recap
the
things.
globe?
We'll recap things.
Y'all think the globe picture?
Hang on.
Go ahead. Sorry. I'm talking over y'all. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. I
was talking over Dave. My bad. I was talking over Dave.
He always does that.
No, he's a badass. I love y'all.
That's pretty much his shtick. That's pretty much Dad's shtick is just talking nonstop. But that's why
I love
we keep
you
him
guys.
around.
Y'all are amazing.
He's a great host.
I love you, Dave. I love you, Dave.
What are we looking? Can we find?
No, anything y'all want to ask me, I already gave y'all my email. I hate that I'm talking over y'all and because it's sad that like we're in the year 2021 that people believe that we live on a globe and people believe that we were putting masks on to go in stores and that we're just being told what to do and we do it. Like you just do it. You just follow orders. Like no one come on guys.
Yeah,
I'm not saying y'all do. I'm not saying y'all do. I'm not saying.
No, that's fine. No problem whatsoever. Sorry. We appreciate, we respect your opinion. Now, my question is the pulse chain.
Yep.
What is it valued? Is it a valued currency right now?
No, pulse chain is not out yet.
When is that going to be dropping?
I would say from what I would say, I would think it would be next year, January, February, but it is not out yet.
Okay, and
so Hex is the most amazing appreciating asset ever built, and Pulse was only built because Ethereum is gas. Every time you do a what you call it on Ethereum, every time you do a transaction on Ethereum, the gas is like, come on now, like gas is like $50, $100. Like, no, we are meant to transact with each other like pennies. And like, it's supposed to be amazing. That's what crypto's all about. Crypto's about freedom. And so Pulse is only a fork of Ethereum. And there are other forks of Ethereum. And Pulse is going to be a fork of Ethereum with minor fees, very minimal. And no, yes, Pulse is not going to be out until January, February. I believe.
As far as how's Bitcoin looking currently?
Bitcoin is at its all-time high right now. It actually just crossed its all-time high. The all-time high was 65,000, and then it barely went above 66,000. It's kind of tuckering off. I think it's a double top. I think it's going to go back down. Once it goes back down, people are just going to be out of the market like crazy. But whenever you actually know that there are cycles to the market and that it's like fed off of people's, it's all psychology. Like, just hold for years and you'll be fine. I'm telling you, brother, like, I'm a good spirit, bro. I'm a good soul. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like,
you pretty much just got to wait for it to drop at this point. Like, don't be buying any Bitcoin right like today or tomorrow. Like, wait for the dump, right?
yeah, I would never tell anybody to buy, but me personally, because I've studied Hex and Pulse, I'm only getting my family into it because I know that it's amazing. I've studied the projects and I know that they are great. Like, period. So, like, that's why I only spit it out to y'all, because I'm not just saying things. Like, I know
we
that they're
appreciate
amazing.
you.
Do you know what Hex is? I already know you do because you're asking me like specifics about it. I already know you know about it.
I'm not too familiar with Hex. Is that another coin or?
Yeah, Richard Hart made it, and I can tell by the questions you asked me. You already know what Pulse is. You already know that it's not out yet, and that's why you asked me, is it out yet or what? When is it coming out? I already know, dude. You know who Richard Hart is.
I'm unwilling to disclose at this point what I do and I do not know, but what I know for sure, my guys, you know your stuff, man. Oh man, it's been an incredible hour. I hardly had to do a damn thing. In fact,
I'm a Hexagon. You're a Hexagon.
We're all Hexagons.
I'm
Everybody
a
get
Hexagon.
excited. Brother Jono Kompala. Man, oh man, what a legend. Thanks for coming on the show tonight. We usually finish it up around
You're a legend.
on the hour. Hey, man.
You're a legend.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for your kind words. And, yeah. Hey, recap. Hang on. Here
Dave,
we got recap. Dave,
you're muted, Dave.
Yeah, recap, Dave. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, I just want Jonathan. I want Jonathan to call in again tomorrow, or be a constant caller like me, because he's much more intelligent than me, and he knows what he's talking about. You know what you're talking about. You're very, very learned. You're very, very smart. You've got some very good ideas, and keep building on them. And don't let anyone, like, you haven't poo-pooed me, so I'm not poo-pooing you. You know a lot, and keep building on what you know. Don't let anyone make you doubt yourself, and keep going forward, and don't let anyone alter you and put you off course, you know? Because there's a lot of unbelievers. There's a lot of unbelievers there's a lot of people that don't agree with people that try and put people down and try and suffocate each other with their ideas, but don't let them do it, and don't let me do that if I'm doing it now. I'm trying to be positive. I'm just talking too much, but I really agree with you, and I really like what you're saying. Thanks.
I love you, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And say nice things about Elvis from now on. Never ever say one bad word about Elvis. There's too many people.
Please, I got good vibes. I got good vibes from.
Are you going to take us out with a song,
no,
Dave?
Listen,
Come on,
I want to hear what Jonathan said. Can I just hear what Jonathan said about getting good vibes? About the song he said here. Let's hear.
Yeah. I was just saying to have good vibes from all of you. Like, a lot of people think that I'm here to, like, what I know. I only want to speak the truth. Do I have the truth? No, I don't know. I'm trying to tell y'all what I've learned.
Jonathan, Jonathan, you know how I sung that song, Are You Lonesome Tonight? That sounded nice, didn't it? Elvis sang it 100 times better, though. Elvis could sing 100 times better than me.
Yeah, no, any song out of your voice, Dave, is beautiful. That's all I.
Yeah.
That's all
My voice is 100 times worse than Elvis's. I don't
whatever.
know all the words. I only know half the words.
No.
I don't even know any of the words.
You are a beautiful soul, brother.
Thanks, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Sing something, man. We want to hear it.
Plus, I'm now 2, 3, 4. I'm 13 years older than Elvis was when he died.
Man, oh man, ain't that something? Come on, man, sing us a damn song.
And Elvis, if he was alive now, would be 86 and a half.
Okay, sing or I'm going to cut your mic off.
Sing.
He'd be
For God's
86 and
sake,
3 quarters if he's alive now. Okay, and here's another one. Love me tender, all I want is you. You're my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, hold me in your arms. I'm your darling, I love you, and I always.
Beautiful.
Okay, Dave, thank you so much for that rendition. That was amazing. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, recap, Dave. Awesome. Hey, Selena Spain, thanks for joining us on the show tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Have you
Selena,
got
I
any
didn't mean to be any. Okay.
No, you're all right, mate. What were you saying there, buddy?
I didn't mean to be anyway. Like I get so passionate because I love people. Like that's all I'm coming from. If anyone hears what I said out of my mouth, like obviously y'all kept me on because I'm somewhat a good guy. Like so, just listen and then let it go in your mind, and then maybe 2, 3, 4 years out from now, okay, like hold it in your brain and then let it go after. That's what critical thinkers do. Critical thinking skills are leaving the earth right now. Like no one can think for themselves or like care for each other. I fucking love you guys. I don't even care if she was laughing at me earlier. Like I don't care.
I'm not
Y'all are
laughing
all great.
at you. I'm not
No, I
laughing.
didn't.
No, all I wanted to say, to you, you like to talk extensively, and that's wonderful and everything. But there are other people that have thoughts. So do you ever stop to listen to other people, or do you only hear your own voice? I think it's important to contemplate other people's perceptions.
Yes, ma'am. That's all I do is listen.
Selena Spain. All right. Coming in with fire. Anyway, I think we've all had a good time.
Did you listen? Did you listen at all to anything I said? Did you?
Me?
Or did you just laugh at me?
I didn't laugh at you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that you kind of like tumbled over and then ran away there for a second. Did you actually listen to anything I said, though? Did you?
Well, maybe we'll rewatch it tomorrow, and then we'll just take down lots of notes, and then we'll process it, and we'll write an essay, and we're going to email it back to you about our thoughts, okay?
You have mine.
Selena. Hey, yeah. Selena, thanks so much for joining us on the show, Selena Spain. And you have a great evening, and we'll catch up with you on the show tomorrow night. Same time, same place.
Okay.
Hey, Jono, thanks for joining us on the show. We appreciate you for taking the time out and giving us your insight. And yeah, we'll be here, same sort of time, same sort of place. And feel free to get on that that show link. We'll try and get that in chat a bit earlier. And feel free to call through to give us your opinion.
Great stuff.
Cheers, buddy. And it's a
Selena's a badass. Dave's a badass. Benny, you're a badass. I'm so glad to meet you, dude. We are one and the same. We're one and the same. I love you guys.
Absolutely. We're all going for the same goals. And, everybody handles themselves differently when they learn new and unusual information. Some people have a full body reaction. Selena Spain's never been one to, what's the word, sort of mask her reaction.
She's the cool one. I'm the one that is never on camera and like get all hyped up like she's saying. Like, yeah, I'm like passionate. So like, no, she's fine. She's cool. She's amazing. Like, yeah, I may have got over passionate, but please, like, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Mate, you made the show tonight. We appreciate you for coming through, and we'll have you on again sometime soon, okay?
Later, brother. Yeah, y'all actually listen. Like, most people won't even, I love you guys.
Okay, buddy. We love you too. You take care now. I'm going to let you go. Okay, you have a great evening. What an excellent evening we are here. We're live, and man, oh man. We're just going to wind the show out now. We talked knowledge tonight's show. We talked a lot of knowledge on tonight's show. I'd like to firstly thank Thane and Sophia. Yeah. So Thane and Sophia were the ones that put it all together. You have been watching this show. And while we're at it, while we are doing promos, we may as well get this out of the way. Subscribe to me on YouTube. You can watch this on my YouTube channel. Replays there. Yeah, so just all you got to do is just type in Talking Smack with Benny Mack. Look it up. Or type in Talkback with Thane. Talkback with Thane and Sophia. Same sort of show. We're going to turn on our chat overlay now. If anyone wants to say anything in the chat before we end the show, we're going to give you this opportunity. And of course, while we're at it, we may as well do a couple of promos. This is my YouTube. If you want to subscribe up on the YouTube, if you want to see us on the World Wide Web, if you're on a website to bookmark, you can do it there. If you want to know the Instagrams, here they are here. Sophia Mantell, Thane Kirby, Talkback with Thane and Sophia. These are all the Instagram links. And hey, we've had a pretty good show. We've had a pretty solid show. Where's everybody watching on? Wow, everyone is spread out. This is being broadcast on 13 plus channels. 13 or more. Okay, but we've got one person on each channel. Yeah, so this is incredible. If you feel like you are alone, you are not alone. We are broadcasting on multiple channels. And hey, thanks for taking the time, everybody, out of your busy schedules to get involved. I'm going to wrap the show up. You have been watching Talkback with Thane and Sophia. And this has been Talking Smack with Benny Mack.